Hi everyone. Um, this is the final video response for the unit. So for question one, choose one historical time frame location. Um, I was thinking Rome, and my explanation kind of goes hand in hand with question two, which I'm going to do Title IX. Um, and uh, First of all, Rome, um, during this time period, there was a tainted view of women in athletics, and the author of our textbook, um, he says on page 91, he says the role of women in athletics as spectators and athletes is not nearly as well documented as that of men. There is no doubt that athletics were the primary occupation of males, due in no small part to the social and political system of the Republic and Empire. And then further down on the page, he says, there is general agreement that the participation of women in sport during the time of the Empire and the Republic was for entertainment and not taken serious. Um, and I think that is still in effect today. Um, um, Women's athletics really isn't taken seriously, especially basketball. I'm a big basketball fan, so I come back to that a lot. But there's a huge difference between men's basketball and women's basketball, and it's not just talent, because when we look at UConn, University of Connecticut, like they dominate, um, but yet people are still attracted to men's athletics. Um, and then I think that relates to Title IX, because um, Title IX sought out to seek equality, um, and had that non-discriminatory act or mentality, and it was somewhat successful, but um, I think the idea of how Rome approached women in athletics and Title IX, it affects my vocation, because I'm an elementary AD and PE teacher, and um, girls just treat athletics different than boys, and some of them are more self conscious, um, or insecure, um, and kind of need that support. And as I've been doing some of my writings on this topic, I think it's just great to have just raise awareness. I think her name was Mabel Lee, and she had so many positive, um, um, so much support for women in athletics, and I think it's great to raise awareness in that, and just advocate females playing sports, because they really can be good at it, and um, I think there is potential for women in sports to be seen in the same light as men in athletics. Um, and then as we go to the final question, based on your knowledge of history and current social trends, what do you predict will be a future topic of interest or concern related to your profession? Um, and then again, back to women's sports. I think an interest for me, or a concern, I can see women's sports going one of two directions. I don't think women's sports will stay the same 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I don't think women's sports will be the same as it is today. I either think it's going to decrease, um, and get worse, um, not as far as performance, but as far as the audience and sales go. I think it could decrease significantly, or um, it could significantly increase. I don't think it's going to stay the same. I kind of think it's going to go downward. And just an example is from Diana Taurasi. She is she's a professional women's basketball player, and she plays overseas in Europe. But she first played. She was born here in California, in Chino, and then she went to UConn, University of Connecticut, to play basketball, and then I think she played in Phoenix for the WNBA. Um, but WNBA players get paid like 100 grand, 120 grand tops, and Tarazi was like one of the greatest WNBA players in a long time. Um, I think she was referred to as like the Kobe Bryant of the WNBA, but she was only making 120, whereas the NBA guys are making millions. So she went over to Europe to play and make more money. But I think this kind of gives off the idea to young women who are interested in basketball or sports that, like, why should I play basketball if there really is no future, or if you know money I'm not going to make that much money. Not that money's an issue, but I mean, if you're going to play professionally and you're going to be away from family or something, you might want to make more money. And sure, like, you have the opportunity to get a free education, go to college and stuff like that, which is great. But I think it just gives off the idea, like, well, I mean, even Diana Taurasi, like, she didn't want to stay. She left, and that could just turn off women. And so that's why I could see it just decreasing. I mean, I hope it doesn't. I'm a big fan of women's sports, especially basketball. I'm a travel basketball coach for girls, eighth graders. But yeah, so I hope it works out, but I don't foresee it being that way. So thank you.